Hey, good evening, 4-Hers. I'm Todd Kesner. I'm the director of the Montana 4-H Center for Youth Development. And I just want to thank you for coming to fall leadership training. It's a big step in your development as leaders, and I think you'll enjoy yourself. I think you'll learn a lot and make a lot of really great friends and even some partners in the work that you do across the state. And I don't know if you realize it yet or not, but you've already had a huge impact on your local program. And maybe you don't know it, but there are younger 4-Hers that look up to you already. And if you can remember when you were a young 4-Her and you saw the teenagers look like grown-ups. And now that's the position that you folks are in. And don't forget that you're a role model already, that you're a mentor to those younger kids, and that they're going to model everything that you do. And so I want to thank you for that impact that you've already had in your clubs, in your communities across your county, maybe, and maybe even on a statewide type committee, because the work that teens can do, you bring so many skills to the table, and in 4-H we really appreciate that, and that can be enthusiasm, perseverance, just some perspective from that teen point of view. And so you've already made an impact, and we just appreciate that already. And the next step here is coming to this fall leadership training and really building your network with other youth across the state. And there are jobs you can't do by yourself. Some things you can accomplish alone. Other things are much better if you work on as a team. And this is an opportunity to make those networks as a team. And you've got to remember that leaders and leadership isn't always just being the boss. Leaders and in the whole idea of leadership can be working with others and sometimes providing direction, but at other times you're taking direction as well. And if you have the ability to do that and work together and listen to other ideas and make some things work, you've got to remember that a whole bunch of imagination and different perspectives can make a much bigger and better project than you alone. So appreciate that. And remember, leadership isn't always being the boss. Sometimes it's being part of an equal part of a team. And so that's part of what you're going to learn this weekend as well. And I want to welcome you to that. And again, thank you for coming to the leadership development program that our staff and our volunteers and our chaperones are making possible for you this weekend. And what you may not understand also is that 4-H is a part of Montana State University. And we've got four main pillars of our extension service. And when you hear the term MSU Extension, it means it's an extension of the university from campus to the whole state. And that's really the mission of a land-grant school. And so we've got four main pillars. You would recognize our agricultural agents in your county offices. You would probably recognize our family consumer science agents as well in your county office. We have a community development branch as well. And then 4-H is that youth development branch of Montana State University. So you're a part of MSU right now, and we certainly would welcome you to Congress and become a bigger part of that in the summer, and hopefully maybe even as a student. But we really want you to know that you're part of a very large network of folks across the state, not just in your county or in your club, but in every county across the state, and chaperones and leaders and staff. And we can make things happen, and we do make things happen every day. And I'm very proud of the 4-H program, very proud of you folks for the role that you're already playing and the bigger role that you can play as we expand horizons. So thanks so much for being here. You can make a huge difference. We know that what you can do. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to work with adults. Don't be afraid to work with your community, the leaders in your community. And don't think that because you're a teen, you're not yet ready to step into some of these roles, because believe me, you are. And young people who are willing to speak to community leaders, who are willing to express themselves in a meeting, who can give a talk, who can just be persuasive and be part of a team are hugely, hugely important, not only as you are a teen, but also as you become an adult and do things within your community as an adult leader as well. So I want to thank you for doing that. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure happens. We learn from it. Everybody's failed. I've tried things and they haven't worked out, believe me, and come back a little bit stronger, a little bit better, and make it happen the next time around. So don't let that scare you away either. Don't let adults scare you away, because most adults are really appreciative of a young person that's willing to work and willing to speak up. So don't be afraid to make that difference. And with that, I would welcome you anytime to the 4-H Center. I think that Brett may have already made that invitation to you. And yes, I do have a moose on my wall. I haven't shown you much of it over my head here, but would be happy to show you around the 4-H Center because you are part of 4-H and you are part of Montana State University and Extension. So in closing, I want to introduce a video that we've been working on. It's not quite where we want it yet. It's pretty close. We're still working on it. I just got an email as I'm speaking here coming across saying another version is ready. But we have done a 4-H promotional video that we're looking forward to using as a recruitment video for younger members, for teens, anybody that's not part of 4-H, and also just to make you feel good about 4-H. There's a lot of really good statements in this video about 4-H, what you do, what you're a part of, and what 4-H stands for. So enjoy this video, and we will release it in its final form probably in a couple of months, but wanted you to have a preview of it. Hope you feel special because nobody has seen this other than the staff here in the 4-H centers as we're working on putting this together. So this is a premiere, I guess, and we chose you folks as being the audience for this premiere, and we are happy to do that. So hopefully you will enjoy it. Have a very good rest of your weekend. And again, thank you for what you do. Thank you for being part of a leadership forum like this. Thank you for being part of 4-H. And thank you for making a difference in the lives of younger 4-Hers who look up to you. And you give us hope as adults as well. And so, again, welcome to the event. I hope you enjoy the rest of it. And we'll look forward to seeing you sometime soon. So with that, I'll turn it back over and let this video run. Appreciate you guys.